Hello everyone. Well, how is everyone doing? Yep, I know I'm doing this again, but well, I'm desperate to finish it as soon as I can. And yeah, so it is looking gorgeous though, isn't it? Right, so I'm just going to do this bit. I've got to try and up my game a bit more. But this morning I had, oh my God, I had a clash of appointments. Just before my diagnosis for autism meeting, support sort of group, started. That was at 1, but just before 1, a thing popped up on my thing saying it was an alarm that I'd obviously set. I don't remember, and it's for podiatry, and they were calling up 1, and I went, oh God. Luckily they called a few minutes earlier, so I managed to say to them, I said, oh, I'm so sorry, but I've got this other appointment that I'm just waiting to happen any time now, and how long would this chat take? And she said about 20 minutes to half an hour. I said, oh God. And she goes, well, do you want to reschedule? And I went, oh God, yes please, I'm so sorry about this. She didn't realise. And I told her how many meetings I had and everything. So she's booked me in for before my meetings. Yes, but oh my God, I can't believe it. Very good session though, but I have to say my concentration level just sort of started depleting at one point. I mean, we only get an hour for this appointment, and one person was should we say very chatty, oblivious, but that's the nature of what we have, you know. And so a lot of us were sort of patiently waiting to come in, and you could see we were getting all a bit frustrated. And just when we thought we could dive in because the conversation had stopped, no, it was back again. It's like, no. But yeah, it was quite a tiring session. Yeah. Next week is going to be good. Next week's is going to be about anxiety. But apparently there's an autistic anxiety. Which is different to the, to apparently the standard anxiety. I suppose it's different for different triggers or whatever. Because a lot of the time, I remember when I always had anxiety growing up, when I was a little thing, and it'd be like this sense or feeling would wash over me, and I don't know what it was. I couldn't explain it. I certainly didn't see what was causing it, what there could be. And yeah, I used to then go into panic attacks, full-blown panic attacks and everything else like that, not knowing what it was. And then eventually I learned that it was a panic attack, and that helped a lot, because then I thought, right, well, okay, so this feeling is a panic attack, and I know that in 20 minutes it would have gone. And I know this because my counsellor, well, my psychotherapist at the time said, 20 minutes, fight or flight, 20 minutes, you've either been eaten by the dinosaur or you've escaped from the dinosaur. So end of problem either way. So, yeah, it was, bit of a realisation, that one. But then, you know, put it down to all kinds of things. But actually, of course, you know, there's a lot of things that we don't quite understand, or we think we understand. You know, I mean, I thought I was pretty on the ball with lots of things. But actually, no, I wasn't. Oh, they went through about like our diagnosis and certain questions and certain things. And it was funny because I was just saying I had this picture of faces, and first off we were asked to say what one person was doing, and all I could see was, you know, that there was lots of things to that one. I couldn't say exactly what expression he was having because it all depended on the situation, which I thought was perfectly logical, you know. And yes, it is perfectly logical, except for the fact that then they went on to the, you know, there was two people. You had to figure out what they were thinking or talking about. And no context, you know. Two people, one was a mother and one was a child, and they were standing at the side of a car. And I mean, what are we supposed to say for that? So basically, I just ended up listing a lot of things, saying, well, it could be anything. It could be this. And then saying, you know, they've broken down. Or that child might have done something wrong and she was being told off, or whatever. But apparently, and then when it got to 7 people, I went, oh my God. I said, I give up. There's all kinds of things going on. I can't. It's too much. And apparently, that's what the chap was there saying. In their heads, they're already thinking, oh yes, you're most definitely autistic. Because apparently, a lot of autistic people, when asked about things like this, they go into list mode. And they will list everything that they're seeing. They won't, you know, say, oh, this person is, you know, unhappy. You know, we'd go into a list mode, you know, as to, well, we might know that that person is unhappy, but then we'd want to know, we'd have to add why they were unhappy and stuff. And, oh my God, something like that, I can't remember exactly. But, well, very interesting, that bit. But, yeah. It's just never enough time. That's the problem. Oh, I've done all these, haven't I? Alright. Alright, I think I'm going to do all the ABs, which are... not that one. It is that one. It is that one. It's not that other one. I couldn't find the E's, and I had to find it out of one of my cross-stitch conversions. So it's not Diamond Art Club drills. It's Ever Moment that I'm having to put in for E's. Pain in the butt, because I picked up the E-pot, the pot that I did, that, you know, had the label on, picked it up and it was completely empty, and I thought, well, that must mean I never had the blooming pack. But I do remember borrowing one from somewhere and putting it, but when I looked through all my Diamond Arts, it was pretty hard to try and find a 563. I mean, there was one picture which had a 561, a 562 and a 564. I thought, oh, for bloody hell's sakes. I mean, my last choice was, yes, I know I can message Dak and say, look here, yet again, here's another picture that hasn't got enough drills. I mean, some of these I've got very little left, and I'm thinking that ain't going to be enough when I've looked around at all the things. I mean, I've got those left, and I've still got a fair bit of that left, if I recall it rightly. Now it's just seems to be like they're getting a bit tighter and tighter on certain drills. And I've looked in my spares selection, but no, I didn't have that one. Well, I do like doing this with tweezers. Except I don't like doing twos, you know, picking up two when it's going horizontally. I only like doing that when it's vertical. Oh, I had some sticky rice that was on special, and sticky jasmine rice it was. And I had, there was a bucket of drumsticks which were on special as well, on sale as well, so I took those, had those. And then I had some, you know, green medley birdside job in a bag, and so I had all that, mixed it all together, peeled off the chicken off the drumsticks, and yeah, that was quite nice. I think I should have put a bit of my soy sauce on, but I didn't. I didn't want it to take away from the flavour of the jasmine rice. But, God, I'm so tired, I really am. Again. Oh, God, and I was coming back from town, and my beast, my wheels, they were getting slower and slower and slower. And basically, I was driving on one last red little light. So that means tomorrow or the next day I'm going to have to I'm going to have to charge her up so I can at least get to group. I suppose I could do it Thursday. Charge her up before I go to group, and then I'll charge her up when I'm at group. It's this cold weather. It just doesn't... It just doesn't like... Nothing likes this cold weather. Yes. I can't wait for that pen to come. I've ordered one of those e-painter pens. They've run off suction, I guess, so no wax, no putty is needed. I'm hoping it's good. 35 quid or so. Luckily I had some vouchers. Yeah, I had to pay a bit of cash towards it, but it's all right. But yeah, so can't Can't wait to try that and see what that's like. I'm wanting one for ages, but well, so I should be doing a sort of a review and a whatnot when it comes. Yeah. Gonna have an early night tonight. Because I didn't get an early one last night. Couldn't bloody sleep. Pain in the Batinsky. Yeah, I was finding out about teas the other day, and that most tea bags that we have are made from the, what do they call it? The filings or something daft. They're not very good stuff of tea leaves. And the best tea is the orange cocoa tea. And that is exactly what I've got. I've got some orange cocoa, courtesy of the lovely, lovely Louise from Diamonds in the Desert. And I tell you what, I had some of that tea the other day, and oh my word, it is so nice. And it is I found it to be you know, it wasn't strong, it wasn't whatever, it was delicate, it was really nice. I'm just getting used to the fact that it's tea leaves, you know. And it's crazy, because in my nan's time, when, you know, when we were little or whatever, growing up, and we ever went over to my nan's, it was always tea leaves. It was sort of posh. You were seemed to be posh if you had, oh God, tea bags, you know. Where did that one fly off to? Yes, if you had tea bags, you were thought of to be a bit posh. Whereas really, no. And I remember warming the teapot, and then it'd be one per person and one for the pot. She had one of those dispensers on the wall. Brown and sort of a horrible clear browny orangey type two-tone job thing it was. If I remember rightly, I think that was hers. Well, it might have been somebody else's, that one, but I could have sworn it was hers. But yeah. But hardly anybody has teapots anymore. I mean, I've got kind of like a teapot, but it's not a proper teapot. It's not a round one, it's more of a cylindrical, tallish one. Or you could say it was more of a coffee type pot. And of course, the longer the tea stayed in the pot with the tea leaves, the stronger it got. Because it's more like stewing. I'm following the rainbow again, aren't I? Stop it. Stop chasing the rainbow. Oh God, I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. Oh, only 19 minutes. I don't think this one's going to be a very long one because it's sort of more in the evening now that I'm doing this. Right, let's have a square. Right. Oh God, I finally they gave us the link for this frog book, which when you're sort of being diagnosed, apparently they're saying many people got the frog book, and I thought I didn't. So maybe they knew anyway in advance that I was. And I've just looked at the link which they gave us, and oh my God, I did not like it one bit. I'm glad they didn't give us it, because I looked at that and I went, what the chuff is this? For starters, there was a very high-pitched wee type noise, but it every now and then it went to sound like an alarm. Very weird. And that was just in the background. And then we were told to sort of how you're supposed to do it is you watch it and then you sort of try and tell a story from it, you know, try and say what it's trying to tell us. Well, I looked at it, I couldn't see what it was trying to bloody tell us. Frogs on a lily pad, then all of a sudden the frogs start floating into the air, then they go through this old lady's house and turn on the television, watch the television for a bit, and then go out and the lily pads fall to the ground and they all bounce off and roll off and go back to where they came from. And then the next minute you see a pig's going up in the air. I don't bloody know. But as this was, they said it was around 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. And it came up saying 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. But the thing that kept getting me was they didn't know about time, because all of a sudden when the frogs went floating up in the air, they went past a clock tower and the clock tower said 9 o'clock. That pissed me off. And then the next minute it seemed to be morning, I think it was, because then it said 6. And I'm there thinking, we were 9. Were they watching television for all this time? And then I kept thinking, well, what were they watching? And then it was like, test card transmission? Yeah. And they had a detective who was there looking, trying to explain it all. And, you know, I just didn't like it. But certain times and certain things like that, I start thinking, oh, ooh. And I was trying to say to them today, during this group, was like, well, you know, because we were discussing like how sort of the diagnosis affected us, because some people feel down and some people feel relief and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, well, yeah, I had a bit of a down point, but I couldn't say whether it was just from that or what, because, you know, it's a bit like when my son, because my son has got autism, and you know, we used to say, well, it's just him. That's just him. That's just how he works. That's how he is, you know. And so that sort of became the answer. And now it's sort of like, oh, well, we've gone from that's him, that's just him, to that is just me. You know, I'm no different now after than I was before. Yes, perhaps I'm a little bit more aware now. But it's bloody weird. And, you know, I kept thinking, you know, some people write a reply and they just write a couple of, you know, one sentence, couple of words or whatever. No, I have to write a complete flipping book. And that apparently is another sort of flag, shall we say. Well, I'm hoping my order comes for Thursday. I'm running late they are at the minute. I can't see Temu coming by that time, but the AliExpress ones might. Oh well. Oh, I got these lovely, a bit pricey, mind, but they were hot cross buns, gluten-free ones, obviously. So for that alone, it was going to make them bloody pricey. But they were orange and chocolate hot cross buns. Oh my word! Get 4 in a pack for £3, and I've eaten £2 worth already. No, I've eaten 2. Yes. Typical, isn't it? A bit unfair, you know, for us. Because we can't help it. And yet our foods, you know, are more expensive. And to be honest, you know, it's no different to, you know, anything else, because it's just like a recipe, isn't it? Just using different ingredients. Yeah, and you do have to be a little bit more cross-contamination savvy. But a lot of people who do the gluten-free stuff will only do gluten-free foods. So, you know, it doesn't really apply, I don't think, you know. Because they're already being careful. And yet, you know, pack of just bog standard, say, ginger biscuits. Granted, they like posh type ginger biscuits, but £1.40 or £1.50, and you only get about 8. Bloody disgraceful. So it's like you've just gone and bought yourself a Waitrose or a Marks and Spencer's posh, lovely, nice, you know, expensive pack of biscuits, but no, you haven't. It's annoying. It's a bit like if you're diabetic. You know, you want diabetic biscuits. It's the same difference. More expensive. It's just another excuse that they can rip people off. You know, it's not as if we have a choice either. Right, have I done all those ones? Probably not. Let's just check down here. I was going to do at the bottom of that row so I know where to stop. Oh, no, look. Oh, some there. I can't believe this. How did I miss? How could I have missed those? Now, have we definitely got them now? Yes. And if not, I know where they are. Right. Ah, yes, this one, huh? Oh dear, I'm so ready for my bed. Not many of these, are there? Right, is that all the ones so far? I think it is. Ah, yes, I was going to go along the bottom, wasn't I? Not just along the bottom. Oh, don't tell me it started to do. I filled this up not so long ago. It's already started dropping the blighters. Oh, come on. Oh, for God's sakes. Four. Oh, I love that click. Whoops, that one doesn't go in there, that one goes there. So my nice straight line has now become a little bit crooked. Get back up here, I think. I've got some more of those stuck together ones. Good, click in, click in. That's a daisy. Okay. God, there's a lot of these. Oh, bugger. Go. Slowly cooking on gas. This is looking absolutely gorgeous though, isn't it? This is, oh my God, can't remember what I paid for this. Let's have a quick see. What? Right, let us see which ones it was. This one was, I think it was in that one. Yes, it was. Oh my God. They've only got it in dollars. But I paid $92.54. Gee. Jeez Louise. Blimey O'Reilly. So what is that in English money? I mean, I paid for it in English money. Annoys me when they translate it. Because it all depends on what the conversion was. So what did I say? It was 92.54. $92.54 in GBP. £76. That's still a lot of money, but bloody hell, it's worth it. So I'm just coming up for halfway, I think. This will be about halfway, I think. Golly. Huh. God. Four. I need a 4. Oops, get off. And there's a 2. Need another 4. I've lost one, dropped one already. I hate them when they string on. Lot of twos. Four. Oh, hate that when it quite a big slide. Oh dear, got the lumps again. I'm certainly chasing the rainbow on this one. Even if I'm in shot. Lot of twos. Went in by two, by two, by two. The animals went in by two. The animals went in by two. The animals went in by two, by two, by two, by two. Oh, seeing as I'm chasing this rainbow down, I should have done more of the UVB ones. Whoops. Three. Two. It's all up the top and you can't get them properly. Right. Right, I've done them all from under there, that point of view, so now I'm right up the top here now. Right. Look at all these lumps and bumps. Lot of threes. They're too high up, I can't. I'm going a bit quiet, aren't I? Can't believe we're in the new year already. Ain't Christmas been and gone? It's mad. And before you know it, we'll be building up to Christmas again. whole world is spinning faster and faster. Would we know it if the world sped up? Could there be some alternative universe where we wouldn't notice it until it was too late? Right, have I done them all? Oh no. Right, I can do the ones. Right. In a minute I'm going to stop because I'm running out of things to say. I'm starting to get quite sleepy. And I want to crack on and do this quickly so I can go to bed. So on that note, I'm now going to love you and leave you, and I will see you very soon in the next one. So, ta-ta, bye.